Hello everyone, and this is part 4 of my Soucolor sketchbook tour. Yeah, I've been making drawings every single day on pretty much all my sketchbooks. At least the sketchbooks that I haven't finished yet. Yeah, because I currently finished the previous sketchbook that I worked on. So I've actually been drawing on the Soucolor and Amazon sketchbook that I've been doing lately. So yeah, I have plenty of drawings to show you guys, and you guys these drawings probably familiar because I actually did drawing videos of most of these drawings. I also have a draft of a comic, the Cat Badger Bunny Dog comic, in here as well. Yeah, the full draft that I'm able to show you guys. And yeah, I've been promoting a lot of Cat Badger Bunny Dog lately because I really had a lot of fun making that comic. And I wanted to get more love on YouTube, and YouTube usually doesn't promote original stuff anymore, unfortunately. So let's start. Here's the Kieran I drew as well. That's my last drawing of my last Soucolor sketchbook. It has a Kieran. It's kind of like a Chinese mythical creature, kind of like a deer dragon character, I think. And yeah, Kieran's more like a deer mythical creature. Yeah, in terms of like Chinese mythology and stuff. Yeah, because I just find mythical creatures interesting in general. That's why I love drawing them. Here is Finn the Human from Adventure Time, one of my favorite cartoons. One of my favorite cartoons when I was like in my teenage years. Yeah, I didn't really start appreciating Adventure Time until I got older, honestly. Because this is I think Adventure Time came out during my edgelord like teenage years. So I liked regular show more because I usually like adult cartoons more because I was finally like able to watch adult cartoons. So I was more into that than the usual like silly like parody cartoons, the more sillier shows. And it's only when I got older I started to appreciate Adventure Time even more. Started to enjoy it, especially the early episodes. Yeah. It was pretty much a cartoon that I really liked, but I didn't want to admit that I watched it every week, along with regular show, because it's mostly on the same block. Honestly, when Cartoon Network back on time, the Monday nights block, yeah, yeah. Here's a policy, the drawing that I did. I also did a drawing video of. Maybe I'll post a link to all the drawing videos of all the drawings I did drawing videos of and on here. Yeah, because I did a lot of drawing videos on the Soucolor sketchbook compared to my other, at least compared to my Amazon sketchbook. Yeah, the follow scene, kind of like a marsupial carnivore who was like similar to dogs and wolves and stuff, but it's like a marsupial. Yeah, has a pouch and everything. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that these animals kind of died off because I just find like different kinds of carnivores and marsupials in general to be interesting in general. Yeah, especially unique to like it's the same uniqueness that I find like lemurs and just stuff in Madagascar. Honestly, those like unique animals you only find like certain areas, certain like island countries and stuff. Yeah, or continents in general. Here is my that I also did a drawing video of. I pretty much did this because I was bored. Honestly, this is like a collection of stick figure drawings that I made. That I did because I was bored and I recorded it actually. Yeah. Here's a dancing stick man, the samurai stick man, the girl stick man or stick lady, construction worker stick man, a cat stick man, a dog stick man. Here's like pretty much a fan art of Fancy Pants. If you guys remember him, Fancy Pants, that stick figure, that platformer game I used to play all the time when I was like a kid. I used to really love those platform games. Kind of reminds me of like old Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff. And the guitar stick man, a robot stick man, and like a surfer stick lady. Yeah, yeah, stick figure characters. Maybe I'll be able to post all the links of all the drawing videos I did of these drawings. Cause I did do drawing videos of these. In my, I think it's available on my drawing playlist. I think, but I'll post a link into it anyway, so you guys can like check it out. If you guys want to, how I did these drawings. Not all the drawings on here. Not all the drawings on here I did videos of, but most of them I think. Yeah. Here's a here's like a collection of every dragon character I drew ever. Yeah. Here's the Wyvern drawing. Bang. What's this thing? Drake, Kaida, Speedy, Ryan, Rex, Electra, the dinosaur, Kaiju, character I drew, and Hydra. Yep, I got names for all of them. I guess naming them probably make them stand out more, honestly. Get them names and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much every dragon character I drew ever. Yeah. I've been trying to draw new characters, new dragon characters, but that'll be probably too much, honestly. Maybe I'll just stick to drawing these characters every once in a while if I want to do like dragon drawings, because these are a lot of characters, honestly. Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with all the names of all the characters, honestly. If I come up with new characters every single day. Yeah. Here's another drawing I did. I did a drawing video of the flying fox. The flying fox drawing I did. Those bats and stuff. Yeah, the bats look like foxes and stuff. Yeah. They call them flying foxes. It's a bat drawing I did. Yeah. I usually love flying foxes. I mean, the only thing I usually don't like about them is it's like when they stoop from the tree, when they hang from the tree, it's that their junk kind of like hangs out and stuff, which I don't like. Yeah. But other than that, flying foxes are pretty cool. Pretty cool animals. Especially you probably would never knew that bats can get that large, honestly. Yeah. Here's another drawing I did a drawing video of the spine kaiju that I did. I think I did this the other day, honestly, because I had an open page that I didn't do yet. Yeah, my Soucolor sketchbook. So I decided to dedicate a drawing video to this character as well. As a spine kaiju dinosaur. Yeah, because I really love dinosaurs in general. Dinosaurs are pretty much the coolest animals ever, honestly. There's like a variety of them, and they fit their specific niches in nature. It's like they're specifically created to put that specific niche in nature, because there's a variety of them. Yeah, pretty much just proves God's existence in general. Yeah, I'm more like a Christ. I'm more like a Christ believer myself, honestly. Yeah. Here's a draft of Bunny Dog and Cat Badger and Bunny Dog that I actually finished. I think I explained this the other day during my Spine Kaiju Dinosaur video. I did a draft of this. I actually managed to finish it and stuff. Here's the whole draft of Cat Badger and Bunny Dog. Yeah. The whole draft, honestly. I usually draft these comics out before I start to do a digital version of them. So that's it. I do this just in case I don't necessarily like a certain scene. I can just cut that out of the digital version. Yeah, it's very important with drafts and stuff. I also do drafts of my animations sometimes, but not Karate Bugs, because with Karate Bugs, the funny thing about Karate Bugs is that I usually come up with ideas. While I get inspired to animate, I just come up with like all these ideas to make for the episode, and they're quite a few episodes. But for these like more these unique, more these one-off comics and animations I usually do drafts of them first, and then I animate or make a digital version of those drawings and stuff. Yeah. Maybe I should start doing drafts for Karate Bugs, so the episodes aren't as chaotic. Honestly, maybe I'll probably make longer episodes. Honestly, because I did do a draft of, I think, Eagle Knight. Yeah, the animation was actually longer because I did a couple more stories and changed the plots a little bit more often. Yeah. If you guys leave in the comments if you guys want me to do more longer Karate Bugs animations, so I'm able to draft them at least. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want these sketchbooks to like stay in rots while on my decks and stuff. I want to be able to use them more often. Yeah, I really love these sketchbooks and stuff. Really helpful in like coming up with drafts and characters for my animations and comics in general. Yeah. Yeah, and that's more of Cat Badger and Bunny Dog. Maybe I'll post a link to Cat Badger Bunny Dog comic that I also finished, the digital version, in the description of this video as well, along with all the drawing videos. Yeah. Maybe my description a lot longer. Maybe it'll actually help with the algorithm. Yep, that's... I I hope that you enjoy this comic. Yeah, this is the bunny dog lady character. Yeah, I drew her on the end of the comic to be continued. Yeah, here's the wyvern character again. There's a like a landscape background, well, the birds, the airplanes, the drones, the eagles, and like a city background over here, along with the mountains and stuff. It's flying high in the sky, all the clouds. The wyvern character. Yeah, yeah. He's a pretty simple character to draw. I just love drawing him because kind of reminds me of like birds in general, and birds and dinosaurs in general. It's like combining both a bird and a dinosaur together to form like a wyvern. I guess he had pterodactyls for that because pterodactyls are technically, I mean, they're pterosaurs. They're the type of reptile, but they're not actually dinosaurs. Yeah, because technically dinosaurs lived on land, so anything, so all the grounded, the yeah. What I meant to say is, all dinosaurs usually live on land, while most of the other reptiles that were at the time were like just different reptiles in general, like pterosaurs and mosasaurs and ichthyosaurs. Yeah, those were technically dinosaurs. Those are like their own species in general. Yeah, I learned that in like biology. Here's the goblin lady character. I like to draw as well. I didn't come up with a name with her yet. Maybe I'll do a comic of her in the future as well. Maybe include her in like, I could include her in Werewolf one of these days. Because Werewolf technically has more mythical creatures. I know the mythical creatures in Werewolf are more animal inspired, but I wanted to include her maybe in Werewolf one of these days if I decide to make another Werewolf comic. Maybe I technically already did a Werewolf comic in here, like Werewolf of the Milk Alphas. I wanted to do more new comics, but maybe I'll make one in the future. Maybe I'll get a bigger sketchbook next time, like a newer sketchbook. I'll probably make another Werewolf comic in that sketchbook because I wanted I want to dedicate the sketchbook to more of my newer comics in general instead of like older series and stuff. Yeah, it's a cute goblin lady character. And the reason why I draw this pose a lot, the hug knees position a lot, is because it's very. I just find it very cute in general. I know usually when I look up this pose and on Google, they usually show women being depressed and stuff, but there are women who out there who like do the hug knees position and like are happy in general. Yeah, I just find it cute in general because like girls in general. I just find it cute when they usually do this pose. Here's a drawing of my robot characters. Yeah, all my robot characters. The robot drone, the robot character right here, the other robot character that I did the animation of, and this robot character right here. All my robot characters in general, they're fighting each other like a BattleBots arena. Also, yeah, I think there was a video game that I wanted to make once. It was called BattleBots Arena, where you get to select your robot and you battle and fight each other like a simulator. Like it's kind of like competitive Pokemon, honestly, but it's like you only select one robot, and the different attributes and everything, and you battle other robots and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be like a RPG. It's supposed to be like a turn-based RPG like battle simulator that I wanted to make, but I never got into coding video games. Yeah, because it's too complicated, honestly. Yeah, it's just probably it won't be my thing. It won't be my thing to like just code video games. Honestly, I mean, maybe I could like, maybe I could like have a friend do it for me, like someone who's more technical with computers. Like if I start making friends, well, if I start making more friends and they're good with computers, maybe I'll like have them like contribute or help with my video game, so I'm able to like at least upload to Newgrounds independently or to other websites. Yeah, yeah. I wanted to make BattleBots Arena. I think I included BattleBots Arena on my other comic. I think in the Scrappy Discovery 5 or 4. I think it was Scrappy Discovery 5. I think I included BattleBots Arena into the comic. Here's some sharks. Some like there's a normal like shark, and here's a hammerhead shark. Because I love drawing sharks in general. I mean, sharks are pretty much the most misunderstood animals ever, honestly. Because people are usually terrified of them, but they usually don't. They usually don't attack humans in general. Yeah. I guess as the movie Jaws give them a bad reputation for attacking humans, even though sharks usually necessarily don't attack humans. They usually don't. Sharks usually, in general usually don't attack anything that's outside of the water because they can't breathe air at all. Yeah, especially since they're constantly moving, they have to push water through their gills in order to move. So they usually don't hunt anything outside the water unless it's like a seal on shore or something. Other than that, sharks are pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, I mean they are pretty terrifying, but they can be pretty terrifying, but they're not like as a threat to humans as people might make them think they are. Yeah, they're not the spawn of Satan as most people think they are. Yeah, they're pretty much just like any other animal, honestly, in general. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think we'll keep them as pets ever or as SeaWorld ever because they have to constantly keep moving. You need a large tank, and that can be kind of expensive to keep in your house in general. So I don't advocate you having shark as a pet, even though it'll probably be cool and make you look cooler. But yeah, it's not a good thing. Yeah, they deserve to be out in the wild, honestly. At least in terms of type of animal that it is. I mean, I guess it's best to own like a dog or a cat if you want like more like a pet and stuff. Not so much like a shark or anything. That's kind of crazy. And here's my drawing of me basically drawing. Yeah, drawing on my laptop. And yeah, I kind of don't know what I did here because I usually, in terms of the drawing itself, I kind of know what I did here because when it comes to karate books, I usually just draw it on my tablet than on my laptop. I mean, I do animations on my laptop, like the pencil 2D animations. I do those on my laptop, but the flip clip and IBS Paint animations, I usually do that on my tablet instead. Like this tablet right here. This tablet right here. I do all my animations on here most of the time. Yeah. I do art animations on my laptop too. Yeah, it's pretty much a very powerful gaming laptop that I use all my drawings on. Yeah, it's very powerful and very heavy too. So it's not like an everyday laptop I can use every day. Yeah, I said every day twice accidentally. Yeah, it's not an everyday laptop. That's what I meant. Yeah, I can't use that like I can't use that often. Honestly, I was looking on Amazon in order to like try to get like a more cheaper, more like lighter laptop able to use in general. Yeah, as long as I'm able to like draw on it with my drawing tablet, maybe I'm good. I don't need the highest advanced tech in order to start drawing on things. I mean, the good thing about drawing in general is like you're able to experiment with things, experiment with different art styles, with how you do your art and how you present your art. You can experiment because I experiment a lot of my art. That's why I do these like flip books right here. Yeah, these flip books in general. I do these flip books, so I'm trying to experiment on my animations in general. Yeah, this is my Samurai Stickman flip book. Yeah, yeah. I experiment with my animations and art in general. I did wanted. I mean, no, this is cool. Like being on Amazon, claymation in general. I wanted to try that out as well because there's claymation sets on Amazon too. Maybe I'll try a claymation one these days. It depends. It depends on how patient I am with it because it takes a lot of patience and effort to make claymation in general. Yeah, I want to try to experiment out as much videos as possibly could before I get big. So I'm not just stagnant with one style of video. I know YouTube usually promotes like one style of video of yours if you get popular enough, but I like to experiment and stuff. It's good for like my creative brain in general to experiment on my stuff. Yeah, and that's been my part 4 of my Soucolor sketchbook. And I've been pretty much dozing off a little bit. Conversation with you guys. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it.